What is going on, Aries? Butch Tarot here. I am going to do your 1 week read. It is a general read, so it may not resonate with everyone. It is for your sun, moon, rising, and your Venus. For all you cross watchers, roles can be reversed. Always feel free to comment down below. I am going to use the Incromancy Tarot. Absolutely love this deck. One of my favorites. Every card was designed by a different tattoo artist. So it's like they never even talk to each other. I mean, they're so different, which makes it unique. There's tattoos and tarot. Where can you go wrong? With all that being said, let's get it. Universe, what message do we have for Aries? What do we got for Aries, universe? Excuse me. All right, Aries. First thing we got is I see this new energy around you. Like I feel like this is a new connection, whether someone you just met or someone you're going to meet. I mean, I feel like with this person, all right, so I see a mistake right off the start. I mean, I feel like this person, very direct energy with this person, very to the point. But also, I feel like almost like this. I feel like this person got you twisted right off the start, Aries. I feel like this person was attracted to you. I feel like this person comes to you, but I feel like this person thought they were going to run the show. Like I feel like this person thought they were in control. I mean, I feel like they learned really quickly that that wasn't the case. But that's where this gets interesting. You know, there's this fearlessness to this person. With the Nine of Swords in reverse, we have the Knight of Wands. That very impulsive energy. I feel like this person saw you, you know, and they wanted you. They weren't sure how much they wanted or how much they were going to get, but I feel like they thought they were cruising in. They were going to run the show, and they realized really quickly that that's not how Aries play. Like I said, they got twisted, but I don't feel like, I mean, I just feel like they never really met someone that challenged them. And I see this clashing. I see the two of you clashing. You know, I see a lot of chaotic energy. I see a lot of, I know I'm not selling this very well, but I see a lot of chaotic energy. I see a lot of clashing with the Tower card, that chaotic energy. We got the Five of Wands. I see a lot of clashing. You know, it's like this person, they think they're always going to win. You know, like I said, there's that fearlessness. They walked into something here. I mean, this is going to be fun, is what I'm getting from this. But like I said, I don't feel like, I feel like they're, you know, the walls are down, they're open. I don't feel like this person's bullshitting. I just feel like they think that they're in control somehow. I feel like no one's ever put them in their place before. Not like you're going to. I mean, we have the Eight of Swords and the Seven of Swords in reverse, so I don't feel like it's not like they're trying to play you. I just feel like they've always kind of been in control. They've never been challenged for control. But if you think that makes them want you less, not at all. I mean, this person, I feel like this person wants you more. You know, we have the Page of Cups. You know, I feel like they're dreaming about you. I mean, I feel like this person, they didn't expect to get what they got, but when they got it, they wanted more. You know, the Eight of Wands. I feel like this person, you know, they just want to talk to you. I mean, I like I said, I feel like they've never truly been challenged. I mean, we have the King of Swords as well, so it's a very intellectual match, you know, a cerebral match that you have with this person. Like they've never been challenged before. I don't feel like not like this. I mean, I feel like anytime this person's necessarily been challenged before, you know, either they just walked away or they just had no time for it. But with you, it's different. I mean, it's going to be a love-hate relationship, but a lot more love than hate, though. Trust me, because I feel like there's a lot of passion, energy. You know, we have that Leo with the King of Wands. We have the Aries with the Queen of Wands. This is going to be fun. You know, I feel like this person just going after what they want and never experienced wanting something so bad, but it's going to be a challenge for them, and they're up for it. Like I said, I don't know if they've ever really been challenged, and if they have, I don't feel like it ever was enticing enough for them to go for. But with you, I feel like there's this zest for life that they share. I mean, you know, they're in it. They want to be in it with you. You know, and it's going to test you, and you're going to test them. And I just did a video on Aries, the truth about Aries. If you haven't seen it, check it out. But this is their bread and butter. This is Aries' bread and butter right here. You know, they got it twisted, and you have no problem showing them where they went wrong. But very quickly, I mean, like I said, I feel like this person learns a mistake, and they come back stronger for it. You know, when I think of the strength card in this read, as I think about, like, when I was a kid, I used to play video games with my brother. He's 12 years older, and he used to beat me badly. It always frustrated the hell out of me. You know, it was just always like, and he'd rub it into. But the point is eventually I got better. Now, I played all the time with my friends, but I never got any better against my brother because I was never challenged by them like I was by him. So this is where I see here is they've never really been challenged like they're challenged by you. They've never been you know what I mean? And they've never been to a point where they felt the urge to keep going. You know, there's something that they want, and it's worth all this to get it. And that's you. You know, I feel like you fill up this person's cups. You know, you challenge them. You're intelligent, great conversation, a lot of passion, a lot of intimate energy. You know, it's a one-stop shop. You know, they might have met someone that challenged them, but didn't entice them, or they didn't feel that intellectual connection. Now, with this, I feel like it really, even though there's a physical, I feel like there's definitely some emotional synchronicity here. And this person just giving to it. Because, I mean, when you got a winner, why would you go anywhere else? You know, I see this person giving to you. I feel like this person, like I said, they like that you don't back down from them. They like that everything they got, every win they get, it has to be earned. And they're going to make you earn your wins as well, Aries. But what we have here is a very balanced connection. Like I said, it's not just about intimacy. It's not just about fighting. It's not, I mean, I see a lot of makeup sex. I'm not going to say it. I am going to say it. I'm not going to say that that's not going to happen because, I mean, it is a lot of really hot energy between the two of you. But, I mean, some deep and grand conversations. I feel like you really communicate with this person on a level that's very different. Like I said, I mean, there's also that emotional connection as well. There's definitely some feelings brewing between the two of you. I mean, some people just, they like a person that's blunt. They like a person that's honest. And I mean, for this person, they're getting, I mean, with Aries, that's what you're getting. Some people desire that. You know, some people want someone that's not gonna give them a free win, someone that's gonna call them, you know, out when they're doing stupid shit. Some people want that. They not only do they want it, but they need it. You know, it's something that they need. You know, like I said, I mean, there's gonna be days that you piss each other off, but it's gonna be worth the makeup. Like I said, very, very straight to the point. Very. The only thing I see is just the beginning where this person walks in thinking they're just gonna get that free win. You know, it's like when you think you're the best team ever, and then you just walk into this other team that you never heard of before. And you're like, okay, we're just gonna stomp these guys, and all of a sudden, this other team's making a game of it. And they're like, well, you know, that might actually pay out in your favor too, because like I said, I feel like they're coming in thinking they're running it. So I feel like you're really gonna catch them off guard, but in a great way. Like I said, a lot of emotional fulfillment. You know, no bullshit. Very fearless energy with this person. I feel like that's another reason I feel like you're just gonna hit it off. I feel like this is gonna be one hell of an adventure, and I don't see an end here. So I mean, that's always good to hear. I see. I feel like there's more to come here. With this person, we have Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. We have some Aquarius, some Gemini. Some Pisces. I'm getting some Scorpio as well. Yeah, this person thought they were coming in for they were taking that easy dub. But what happens is they walk in, don't want to leave. You know what I mean? It's But like I said, some people need that person that challenges them. They need someone that's not going to back down. You know, I'm not saying you need someone who's going to bitch at you all the time or someone that's going to, you know, give you a hard time. But I feel like when you're doing some dumb shit, having someone to tell you you're doing dumb shit without saying, oh, whatever you're doing is okay. And then you just keep doing the dumb shit and you get nowhere. Some people just need that person that's just like, you know what I mean? Like, if you want to get a win from me, you're going to earn it. You know, if you're right about something, you're going to prove to me you're right. You know, and it's I feel like a lot of like one-upping each other, like a lot of competitive energy between the two of you. But I feel like it's just gonna make you stronger. Like I said in my story, I never got better by playing kids my age, playing hockey and stuff when I was a kid. I remember I used to beat all my friends at hockey. That was one of the games I was really good at. But my brother just he would just destroy me, and he would do the dances and in my face, and he was just. But I would get better, and I noticed it when I get back to play. Like me and him would play like a best of 7, and then a couple days later I'd be with my friends again, and I noticed I got a little bit better. And sometimes like I said, I mean, sometimes some people, same as school. I mean, there's the advanced placement classes for the kids that just aren't challenged in the regular classes. Some people just exceed at something, and if they're not being challenged, then they get bored. I don't see this being boring. Like I said, you're in for a lot of fun, and that's just the start. Be good. Take care. Stay safe.